processed foods, toxins, environmental and otherwise mental, antibiotics, the use of rampant antibiotics over in our society is one of the main reasons that today we need probiotics more than what we needed 50 years ago. We used to eat fermented foods like sauerkraut in some communities. In India, it could be a chaach, which was kind of a curd, which is also called kefir in Korea, or it is called kimchi in some Asian areas. So everybody had their own kind of probiotics that they were eating, right? And this is not there today. Today, we are eating everything from the packet, processed. And that is the reason our guts are getting a hell of a problem. An unhealthy gut means your entire body is going to be unhealthy, because at the end of the day, everything starts from here, mouth and the gut. Let's give you the reasons. In today's modern world, we probably need to supplement ourselves with probiotics, especially if we have leaky gut and if we have gut issues. What is gut health? Gut health, when it comes to bacteria in the gut, there is a microbiome. These bacteria that are living in our gut, 98% of them are good bacteria. And these bacteria are the reason you are able to actually digest the food, you're able to absorb the nutrients and get rid of all the toxins that are in the body. These are your reclamation machines, these bacteria. We are ourselves conglomerate of microbes. We are walking and talking big microbe, if you say. Billions of these microbes make us. That is what we are. If in case you're having bloating, diarrhea, constipation constantly, if you're having gas all the time, you eat something and you are in trouble, you're bloated all the time, that means there is some imbalance in your gut. Number two, immunity system support. Whenever it comes to gut microbiome, if your gut does not have a good microbiome, if the bad bacteria is more than the good bacteria, then that means your immunity is low. Whenever I start to feel sick, the moment I take a couple of drops of oregano oil in like MCT or coconut oil, all of a sudden I feel better. The reason is a lot of the problem just does not start here. It starts in the gut, because your gut has a lot of bad bacteria starting to rule. So your immunity is down, and once your immunity is down, you start to get the bacteria that's sitting back in your nose start to act up, and you start to sneeze and you start to have sniffles. This is the actions that goes on. Number three, certain bacteria that are really bad, like Clostridium difficile. These are bacteria that have a heyday in case the good bacteria were not there. So by having probiotics, you're populating back the good bacteria so that there is not enough room. The bad bacteria are not really competing with the good bacteria to take their food, and they can't rule. So you need that 98% to remain 98%, not become 85%. Number four, if you're having mood issues, anxiety, stress levels, cortisol high all the time, your serotonin is low, that all can cause mental health problems. And a lot of it is coming from your gut because of the gut-brain axis. Gut is often called the second brain. And if your second brain is not happy, you're not going to have a first brain that's happy. Number five, when it comes to urinary tract infections, yeast infections, if you're getting several of them, one of the reasons could be because your immunity is low and because these bad bacteria, suppose you are having constipation issues. Now that could lead to either having issues like prostate glands in men becoming swelled, or you could have a UTI infections in women and yeast infections in women. And that necessarily isn't coming from somewhere else. It could be coming because you have extra bad bacteria in your gut. Number six, if there is a problem with eczema, acne, rosacea, it could very well be the gut bacteria again, because the immunity to fight all those problems, the eczema, the acne, what are these? These are toxins that are building up in your body that are actually getting expelled through the skin. And why are they building up? Because the bad bacteria is in excess. Now, you don't have to literally take those probiotics like from the grocery shop. Number seven, lactose indigestion. A lot of people have nowadays, everybody I talk to, they want soy milk or they want almond milk. And the reason is lactose intolerant. That wasn't the case 50 years ago. Number one, all our cows, they're injected. They are giving 10x more milk The way the milk is being taken out is by the machine. Some of these machines, they're washing the parts of the cow that give milk by antibiotics, and those antibiotics leach into your milk. Although they are clean, but there's still always some part of it that is coming into your milk. All this causes lactose problems, and they become even more when you have more bad bacteria in your gut. So probiotics to the rescue, even in those cases. Number 8, there are certain situations where you have bigger issues like cardiovascular issues, obesity, diabetes, and major inflammations in the body, having pains and ache. Those chronic diseases also could have their source, like the axis of all evils, as they say, in the gut, because your gut bacteria microbiome is out of order. By the way, I must here say that your mouth is the starting point of the digestion. So let's say if in case you're using mouthwashes that are killing 99.9% of your bacteria, sometimes you're removing all the good bacteria directly from the mouth, and your mouth is the start away of the entire digestive tract. Remember, each and every little thing counts. So if in case you're having all those issues that are kind of unresolved, you need to talk to your doctor and see if probiotics are right for you. And in case you have not tried, there are several good companies. Choose your own, ask your doctors, or if you're a naturalist like me, fermented foods like simple kimchi. You can get it at any Korean shop. I buy mine from farmers market. Kefir, you can buy it in Trader Joe's, any other Target, wherever. I buy mine from my farmers market because I like to support the regional and seasonal people. Then you can even have sauerkraut. I personally am not a big sauerkraut fan, but in case you like sauerkraut, please go for it. There are other drinks in the market. Make sure those drinks, kombucha and yerba mate and all those, make sure they don't have sugar. You're having sugary drinks, they're killing all your benefits that you're deriving from probiotics. Sugar is your number one enemy when it comes to feeding the bad bacteria. So please stay away from sugar as much as you can. Obviously, ask your doctor before you do anything. This was my 2 cents regarding probiotics. So in case you like it, please share it with your friends, family. Remember, as much important as probiotics are, prebiotics are also very important. Prebiotics are food that bacteria love to eat, like inulin is a prebiotic. For example, xylitol is a prebiotic. Our digestive, our triphala is a prebiotic. So some of these things that are prebiotics are equally important because those are the ones that are fodder for the good bacteria. They may not be good for the bad bacteria. For example, in the mouth, if you eat xylitol, the bad bacteria love to eat it. They think it's sugar, but they can't digest. So Streptococcus mutans is a great example. One of the worst bacteria that causes cavities dies with xylitol versus it doesn't harm the good bacteria. A lot of people have misconception. It's very selective in its functioning. In case you have any comments or questions, please write it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer you. Thank you.